whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey.
What's wrong, man?
Whoa, Ziggy. Dude, what the hell, dude? Sean's a part of the group now. He's the third nerd.
Oh. When did that happen?
Like now. Do this again and do it right.
My bad. Did you send me something?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. Give me just a second here. I think I got it.
And with that, good morning, Internet. We are Vagabond
that's
Nerds.
fantastic.
Welcome, Sean.
That's fantastic. Thank
Now
you,
with
gentlemen.
33.33% more geek.
Thank you.
As always, I'm Jason. That nice pile of pasty sexiness is Sean Walker.
Who's that Pokemon?
And he is the new third nerd. Unfortunately, that demotes Ziggy, the board wonder, down to fourth nerd. Sir?
Are you demoting Ziggy?
That's pretty harsh, dude.
Dude,
Like,
just make Sean the fourth.
No,
Yeah.
he's the third nerd. Now, don't get me wrong, Ziggy. In my heart, you will always be the third.
It is what it is.
But in every way that matters, you're now the fourth. And, of course, this guy to the center, if you don't know, that's Raymond Perez. If you still don't know who that is, go ask your mom.
give me your mama's phone number.
He's already got it.
I don't need no phone numbers.
So, there wasn't a whole lot of news this week.
No, there wasn't.
Just not at all. I mean, amongst...
Are we talking nerd news?
Yeah, nerd news. I mean, don't get me wrong.
there was not.
There was amongst fires, hurricanes, mass shooting, and
blah,
Weinstein
blah,
raping
blah.
everything with a pulse, and some that don't. You know what? It's a big bad world out there. Go do something good in it.
You just
And-
made Sean cringe.
I need a drink of water after that statement.
Yeah, well, like I said, go do something good in the world, make it a better place. But for this hour, let's have a little bit of fun.
Yes.
Now, what we do have are trailers. I think the first trailer
sure do.
Yeah, no, the first trailer we do.
Is that just because we're white? We have to live in a trailer park? Is that what you're getting at?
Well,
Yes.
I mean, it is you.
Yeah. You know, sir, as someone who's lived in a trailer park, I take offense to that.
You shouldn't. That's where we dwell. We're white folk.
That's where they're
we
made.
exist.
It's our natural habitat.
That's exactly right. Witness the majestic white man in his natural state as he sits on his homemade front porch with feathered skirting around his double-wide blue
Notice
home.
the meth lab appearing in the background. as
Notice
lightly smoke.
as his jorts sway in the breeze.
Yes. Jorts. Jorts.
Oh,
Look, I come from a long line of pink flamingo ranchers,
They've
sir.
got to be cut off overalls. That's
Yes,
what it
yes,
is.
they
It's
are.
the cut off jort overalls. that
oh
really
my gosh,
sell
looking like a Chucky
the
doll.
business.
The more the fabric frays, the more attractive to the female of the species.
Listen as he rattles his pill bottle of hydrocodone, the classic mating call.
Notice the soft music of Leonard Skinner coming over.
The soft music. The soft music. Nice. Very nice.
Okay, I think that's out of our system.
All right. So our first trailer is Pacific Rim 2. I think I
Robots.
said
Move on.
Yeah, we're moving on. Okay, hold on. Here's the thing. You tell me you're going to make me a movie with giant robots fighting giant alien monsters. I'm going to pay money just to hear that. Can I admit something?
You're going to pay somebody just to tell you they're going to make a movie about it?
I'm making a movie about giant robots and monsters.
Except for you.
Damn it.
Hey,
They're
making a movie about giant robots fighting monsters.
Hey, Sean, did you
Also not
know
you.
that I heard that they're making a movie about giant robots?
Where did you hear that? I would
don't
so
like
pay
just
money
now,
to hear
dude.
somebody
I
say
would
that.
pay money to hear money. Gold cocaine money.
You asked for this.
Continue, sir. So,
Oh, wait, I
giant
can't-
robot movies. Look
Yeah.
at this stare he gives.
Yeah, stop flashing your Fiji water.
I turned
over
it
here.
around. They're not a sponsor.
Okay, I'd like to point out, I went to a racetrack and bought waters for all of us.
wait.
Oh,
You know
man. Wait. Is that the pitter patter of bad boots and Daisy Dukes I hear coming down the hallway?
Come here, sweetie. Mama got something new to show you.
No, hold on. So, all right.
Now I
so
smell her Pall
I
Malls.
want to talk about something. All right. There's a trailer that just came out for Pacific Rim.
What it's about, Sean?
I hear it's about. I hear it's about giant robots fighting big monsters. Jason,
talk
what's your
about
opinion on this? I'm rapt to hear your opinion on this movie.
Script, people. The script. That's gone.
I couldn't care less.
Wait.
Here's my problem.
Okay.
I love the idea, but I have tried. I swear on a stack of Bibles, I have tried.
Why is
Wow,
it going to be a
that
stack? Does one not do it for you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
To watch that movie once.
The first one.
Yeah, the first one, all the way through, and I have fallen asleep every time. Now, I've seen the entire movie, just in bits and pieces.
So it's like Ray and Hellboy 2.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Don't beat me to the punchline.
Get faster.
Okay.
Here's the thing, like to me, I think Pacific Rim is what Transformers is to everyone else.
Oh no.
No.
Not at all.
I'm just saying, I don't get why. I just think I expected more out of Guillermo del Toro.
Again, Hellboy 2.
That is uncalled for, sir.
No, Hellboy 2
No,
was...
he's got. I mean,
You know.
he has albeit small point, right? It wasn't as good as the first one. So I mean, you have to acknowledge that it wasn't as good as the first one.
It wasn't. I acknowledge that. The first one stuck closer to the book, though, and I think that's why it was better.
Right, but it also had better pacing.
Yeah.
Overall, it just had better pacing. If you put that better pacing in it, you're going to get a better, just all around kind of thing.
No, fair enough.
So the only downside I think to put the first Pacific Rim is if you don't take it for what it's worth. For what it's worth, for what it is. You have to. It's a movie about giant robots fighting giant monsters coming out of the sea. Check your brain at the door and watch the film. Just enjoy it. It's action.
Whereas in Transformers are giant robots fighting CGI women.
And other CGI robots.
And other CGI robots.
And it's just bad.
In order to defend Transformers 5,
Oh, please.
I don't have the time for
Please
that
do.
today.
hold on.
Please do.
You throw away the script. You throw away things like
No, hold on.
like
You throw away
expectations.
You throw away things like the movie.
Throw away
If
everything.
you go
this
in,
movie
watch
is
the
based
trailers
on.
just for the movie, I
That's
think you're
it.
fine.
Yeah,
You're
that's it.
good.
You
Yeah.
get rid of expectations. You get rid of just
Well, no, because
anything-
I already said. Well, no, I didn't say expectations. I said check your brain at the door. There's quite a big difference.
You get rid of your
And then-
expectations.
and you throw your brain out the door. It's actually pretty enjoyable. It's 2 hours. You're like, okay, so Hot Rod now suddenly French for some reason. I don't care. It's fine. Robots are beating up on robots. Got a hot chick and a mini skirt and a low top. I think we're all good.
Once again, things
no,
that got Harvey
this-
Weinstein in trouble.
This is all right. Whoa. This is the thing. This is the thing. This was. I think this was the problem with. Yeah. So my pointless BS trailer park opinion. My opinion of the reason it was wrong. It's the same reason that at the first two, maybe possibly bordering on 3 X-Men's were wrong. It's just not as good. They tried to one satisfy the fans way too much, but also make it fresh and new. They put too much of their own spin on it. There's got to be some sort of balance. Yeah, I saw that. It just jumped right out at you, didn't it? They're coming right for us.
Has that always been there?
Yeah.
Son of a...
So it had the same problem that X-Men did. People were going in expecting something.
Are you even saying that about X2?
X2 was better. I don't even know if I could say better. Dude, I liked the X-Men for what they were, but it's that nostalgic thing. It's almost the same. It's almost, I think, the same problem we had when we saw the episode 1, 2, and 3 when they came out. You wanted to like it. You really wanted to. You were like, it's not as bad as 1, 2, and 3, but you want to like it.
So sad by that.
I know. You really, like, I really wanted to like all the Transformers. I liked the first one, but if I go back and watch it, I still see all the flaws that it had. And
Flaw 1 being Michael Bay.
Yeah.
and they're on afterwards every single time. Yeah,
It's Michael Bay.
Every
give it
movie
to
after
somebody
that.
else.
Speaking of Hollywood sexual predators,
Oh yes, yes,
Yeah.
So and you know, and that's the Michael Bay's got a formula. God bless him for it. Plenty of people want to see that as a summer go-to movie. You know, that's what you
Not
wanna
according
see.
to the last numbers.
Thank God for that. I know the people are starting to catch on.
Hey Ziggy, let me know when we hit 15, man.
But
Sorry, I didn't start my timer.
but with
Your time.
with Pacific Rim,
Jason's ovulating.
going back to later. With going back to watch Pacific Rim, I don't find that I'm disappointed.
I like it.
It's the same it is every time. It's like an old Godzilla movie.
That's exactly
I know
right.
what I want it to be. It gives me that. It satisfies
fine.
those base desires.
I'm not even saying it's bad. I just, for whatever reason, it's just I can't
you
get
have
into
no
it.
taste.
Bite me, fanboy.
Just for whatever reason, for you, it's like watching golf or Bob Ross. It puts you to sleep.
Don't you insult Bob Ross.
I love Bob Ross.
Those are pretty trees.
Happy trees.
Happy trees.
Happy trees.
And happy
Happy
little
trees.
accidents with all of his friends and his squirrels.
There we
Bye-bye,
go.
my friend.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Moving on to something not filled with happy trees. The New Mutants trailer finally dropped.
Oh my gosh, Ziggy, can we cue that up? Can we take a look at this thing? We're gonna show you guys the trailer. We're gonna show a couple of trailers today.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a series of questions. I want you to respond truthfully. Have you ever hurt someone?
Yes.
Have you ever experienced anything you'd consider abnormal?
Yes.
Last question. Do you know what mutants are? Did you know baby rattlesnakes are more dangerous than adult ones? They haven't learned how to control how much venom they secrete. All of you are dangerous. That's why you're here.
What is this place?
This isn't a hospital. It's a haunted house.
You've been through a lot. Get some rest.
Wow.
All right.
That is not something we normally see.
Not at all. Not something I think anybody was expecting. I'm still on the fence about that.
He kept saying, the director. Oh my gosh, I don't even know the director on this one. Who is this? Anyone?
Nope.
Okay. He kept
Director
saying,
McDrucker.
just okay, you're done. So the director on it kept saying, "Hey, we're going to treat this more as a horror film, or it's going to be scary." Shut up, Sean. Is that what we're seeing? I mean, that looks different, right?
Dude, way out of left field for anything I've seen for a superhero film yet.
Yeah. Especially when we're sitting here talking about the nostalgic feel of X-Men, and here's a new X-Men movie.
Josh Boone, the
Josh
same
Boone.
director as The Fault in Our Stars.
Really?
Yes.
He went from that to this
Yes.
because that's how you do a career.
Yeah.
Because that's how you do a career.
We're going to go from a John Green book to
Is Fox
Demon Bear.
again? Was this
It's
Fox?
Fox,
Yeah,
Is
this
this
is
Fox?
Fox.
Are they the same studio that's doing the remake of The Mummy and so
No, Universal.
that's
sorry.
Universal. Okay, I
Universal,
couldn't
yeah.
remember who was doing which because I know that they were taking those 3 core films that like with The Mummy, the original Mummy had George of the Jungle and
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser, and it was more of a.
I love how
fun-
our generation just said the original Mummy,
Yeah.
without going back to the
to
30s.
the I know, but
Okay.
our
Or
original,
Scarloff.
our original
Yeah.
Mummy. So they're almost taking what was just a kind of fun romp action flick with a little comedy into it, and they turned it into the Tom Cruise thing, which I still haven't seen. I don't know if I care to.
It's okay. No one has.
No one has. There you go. But yeah, it's interesting because it seems almost like Fox is doing the same thing with this. They're going, we have all these other, comic book flicks. No one's done this. Let's take this in a direction of that horror film. Let's actually move it more into that.
Well, and I think the other thing, too, is just sit there and see the last 3 movies. Well, this would be the 3rd movie that have come from Fox. now.
Superhero
wise, you know, it would be New Mutants with this different direction. Logan, which
Dude, that
was completely
was amazing though.
And then you have Deadpool before it. I mean, these are all
that's right. They are really taking a they're diverging heavily.
Very much so, and I think they're succeeding for it
in a good way. Yeah, I agree in a good way.
So I'm that makes me a little bit more worried about something like the new X-Men movie, the Phoenix Saga.
Being more traditional X-Men. Well, and I find it's like this is really the cast, or what I mean is the group of mutants they have together is really the perfect one for this. It's the original New Mutant cast, more or less. You got Magic, who's a sorceress and teleporter, who is a sister, who's the younger sister of Colossus. You've got
that's right, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. You've got Mirage, or Danny Moonstar, who's the girl that they start off with. Her powers are to not just create just illusions and stuff like that, but she draws in the fears of others and gives them visions. So a lot of what we're seeing are actually probably visions created by her. And the main villain for this is the Demon Bear, which is directly connected to her and is very much a part of that initial run from 1982.
Yep.
Then you've got Sunspot, who,
love that. So happy about that.
I have to have my minor little geek complaint is I don't like how he's rendered in this.
Nobody cares. I don't care about your Sunspot.
But hold on. This matters.
Give him a chance.
Okay. Because they did some tests for Days of Future Past, right? Because he was in it. He was they've ended up making him more like a rip-off Human Torch.
Yeah, with that outfit. I remember
right,
that.
And they just make him like he's a guy on fire. Whereas if you really look at how he's portrayed in the comics, particularly in the old school, he would turn entirely black, and he had this sort of Kirby crackle aura around him.
Yeah,
and they did some tests with that, and it looked fantastic. But by making him just sort of
almost like just pure dark matter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And which is a much more interesting visual look.
I loved that in the comic books.
So
we don't know. We may see that by the time this is done. We may actually see. I mean, I'm going to go back to X2. Remember X2 when they started doing the trailers for it? Half that stuff that was there, the visuals weren't finished for it. So, by the time the trailer came out, we got kind of half finished visuals, half not. But hopefully the same thing. Maybe they actually do nail the look of Sunspot. I don't know.
Let's just hope it's not an animated green suit.
And you've got Cannonball rounding it out, and actually the guy who plays Cannonball is from Stranger Things. He's the older brother.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is a trailer that also dropped, but we will deal with next week because it's for our Halloween or next time for our Halloween.
I cannot wait for that.
Are you?
We
okay,
also
Ziggy?
have the Crept Keeper joining us on the show. So,
dude, we can't afford that puppet.
I can't afford that puppet.
Don't look at me.
Make your daddy talk. Hey, what are we going to go on to the next trailer?
Yeah, let's go to the next trailer that I just don't care about.
Oh my God, dude! I cannot believe I just blasphemy. Let's blasphemy.
Ziggy, roll that.
Take that as a yes.
What?
The ring.
Remains in mourning after the death of Superman. Violence, acts of war, and terrorism are all on the rise.
I had a dream. It was the end of the world.
Invasion.
I think it's something more. Something darker.
We're asking people we don't know to risk their lives.
Strong man is strongest alone. You ever heard that? It's not a saying. That's the opposite of what the saying is. Divided. We are not enough. Superman. I made him a promise. This is why I brought you together. Ride ain't over yet. My man.
As a bat signal, that's your... Oh, sorry. That's your signal. That means we have to go now.
Yeah, that's what that means.
It's so cool.
How can you not like that trailer?
It's not that I don't like it.
You don't care about it.
Here's my thing. I am afraid I'm going to have to defend this movie just like I've had to defend friggin' Man of Steel.
I don't think so.
And Batman versus Superman, and all I see is one more argument over why it didn't suck.
No, I don't think that at all. I think.
All right, but to discuss the trailer,
that's fine.
I love this one compared to Batman, Superman, and Superman itself. The difference being this one has the music alone, right? And which did anybody else notice? Speaking about the previous one with New Mutants and the music going on there behind it was the wall.
Yeah.
And then that's also insane, kind of along the same lines as the Defenders when they were showing the trailer with Come As You Are.
Yeah.
And I love how they're taking all these, songs and changing them and tweaking them just a little bit, but also playing, and it plays into it. It makes it very, it makes it really cool. This version of this song on this trailer makes it feel like there's hope. And the previous ones, while good, not trailers, movies, the previous movies, while good, it's that dystopian blue filter, gray filter, everything's dusty, everything's dirty, it's kind of depressing, and it hasn't been as hopeful.
Yeah.
Watching this one, there's color. There's
Humor
some humor
There's
involved.
humor in
it
there.
it makes you...
Thank you, Joss Whedon.
I think there's going to be a lot more to this movie than there has been in the previous two, and I'm really excited for that.
And I really think that this was because, now that we've seen it, Snyder's getting sole directing credit for it. Whedon's only getting credited as one of the writers. So I think what we're going to see is this was kind of Snyder's plan. Let me feed you some very topical discussions of where we are as a society, and then we're going to get to the hero stuff, because that's what you would want to see. You don't want to see your movies getting progressively more depressing. You want to see that there's a hope, and if Justice League is the end of the trilogy to Superman, which it really would be, or Man of Steel, I should say, then why not go out on a high note?
Yeah.
And to that point, once again, DC finally learned, hey, you know what we shouldn't do in trailers? Give away what's going to happen in the movie. We got to stop that crap.
That Batman versus Super was so bad. And then to say, oh, that's not really the main bad guy. Everything's going to be fine. Bull BS, dude. You totally... I'm
once again, marketing people being fired left and right.
Sitting in the movie going, that's it. You bald-faced liar.
Yeah.
He is the bad guy.
And let me say, I want this to be good. I really want to enjoy it. I'm going to go see it as soon as it comes out. Yeah. It's just for whatever reason, I'm seeing this trailer and I'm like, maybe I've just been burned too many times. Maybe I'm just too.
But I don't think.
I'm just tired
of feeling jaded.
I'm feeling jaded. Maybe I'm feeling tired of having to carry Zack Snyder's water.
He gets that at racetrack,
Exactly.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Because Zack Snyder isn't uppity like some of our other trailer trash friends.
I don't think as a white person you can say that.
If I can
trash?
If I can dream,
I'm 1/18th trailer trash, sir.
I'm gonna dream big. I can't be rich like Raymond here, so I'm gonna live it through my water, sir.
With my racetrack water?
No, I meant all the other stuff. He bought that for you. That's on his stipend. That's why you have that.
If it was my stipend, I would be drinking what you're drinking right now.
Yeah, not his stipend.
The point being is, I think you're out of line. I think what we're going to see here is some justification for what's come before. And again, you're right. There is a point where you get a little tired of defending it, but that doesn't make that movie any less enjoyable for me. Like I've said before, I'm always going to be able to rewatch those DC flicks, whereas I cannot rewatch every single Marvel flick because it's very much pop and what's of the time. So Not that there's anything wrong with that, and I think they're always going to have a special place for me. But it's a quick nod to it. We saved I will arguably say the best trailer for last on this list.
Stranger Things.
Would you shut up about Stranger Things?
I just want to see how she learns to trap Legos in the wild.
Legos? What?
No,
Legos, yeah.
You mean the My Little Pony movie trailer?
Oh, yeah.
What did you think I was talking about? Of course, that's what I want.
I've been waiting for this.
Ziggy, cue up the My Pony, My Little Pony.
All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
Excellent.
Let's show this next trailer.
I'm getting a tattoo for this.
When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power. And beyond that, something truly special.
Something inside me has always been there. But now it's awake. And I need help.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now. Let the past die. Kill it. If you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be. We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down. Come on! This is not going to go the way you think. Fulfill your destiny.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
Could literally do the last 30 minutes of the show on that trailer alone.
That's good, man.
That's a good trailer.
That's a good trailer. Oh, and just in case we didn't say it before, anybody watching, spoilers.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Didn't mean to show you the trailer.
Yeah.
I am disappointed that was Star Wars and not My Little Pony.
I'm not.
I'm not one
Really
bit.
not.
All right. Does anyone think the porgs would look tasty over maybe some rice pilaf?
Look on the spigot?
Yeah, like
You kind of roast them?
Well, I'm thinking maybe baked. Long, let them simmer in their own juices for a while.
I just hope this doesn't end up being another little baby Groot for me, man. I really don't want to see it.
Gosh,
being
I don't
something
think we're
like
going
that.
to care about these things that
Hopefully,
much.
hopefully not. But I do like that it's up there like a little hood ornament.
It's one of those dancing things in the car.
Yeah, the head bobbing. Yeah, I love that.
Because that's what every vehicle needs. And, if you're flying the Millennium Falcon, yours should be a little bit more exotic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get that.
Sort of Chewy-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, food.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot we can say about that trailer. I think
That's
it speaks
just
for
perfect.
itself.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it really does.
I think it almost appears that there's some sort of rational explanation for possibly Carrie Fisher's departure.
Yeah.
I think so.
It looks like that might be.
think
And
so.
and I like that they're possibly, if that's what's happening here, going to explain that away. I like when they can actually explain something away like that. Also makes me wonder if it was already planned to happen beforehand, or if this is a reaction to.
I think it's a reaction. I think what they had said was episode 9 was supposed to feature her character heavily.
Really?
Well, here's the thing. That may not necessarily be the case. There's sort of an underground rumor that I've heard about a month ago that is actually validated in
Guys,
this.
hold on. This is a special report here. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Validated?
Validated.
Okay.
By the trailer.
Okay.
Park.
Yes. So
speaking of which, we're grilling hot dogs later.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
so Billy Dean and me, we were watching a little NASCAR, and he was in his jeggings. Anyway, no. So there's this rumor that Snoke is actually some sort of ancient being, like a Force being. So and basically, like you have the Jedi who become a Force ghost, but there's an alternative way of existing, and it's sort of like a Force zombie, and that you absorb the life energy out of other Force users, particularly Jedi, to reanimate himself and get himself up to full strength, which is why he's looking for Luke Skywalker in the first film. That's why he's so powerful. And that this was actually some sort of long-term plan by the Emperor himself, that according to these new books that came out, Aftermath, that essentially up till about 6 years prior to The Force Awakens, everything was fine. Like it was, so there's some questions about, they went to the outer reaches because basically the Emperor said, look, something's coming. If something goes wrong, y'all need to go here, and this thing's going to take care of y'all. And Snoke is that.
You're telling me a story right now that if it's anything like Death Note,
hold on,
I'm gonna like your version better than what's actually coming out.
That's true.
And it's gonna irritate me.
Well, but hold on. The thing that was said was in this story was that there's going to be a scene where Leia is killed instead of Luke. And that what happens is you're going to see Leia hovering in the air, having her Force drained out of her. We kind of see that with Rey. She's hovering and screaming, and it looks like maybe Snoke himself is doing something with the hand, like he's doing something to her. And so so it may be that Leia was always supposed to die because that's what repowers Snoke into getting full power.
Even though she's not a full Jedi.
Yeah. Right, but she's got the Force with her.
She's connected, yeah.
She's Jedi enough.
Yeah.
Right. No, I understand that. Just meant full.
She's Jedi enough.
She's 1/18th Jedi.
Did you just assume my Jedi?
She's Jedi-ish.
So it may be that
Mel
her
Brooks.
that exactly that Leia's death was actually sort of pre-planned. Now again, they may have anticipated maybe her coming back as a Force ghost or whatever for the third one, but it looks like maybe that was always part of the plan. Either way,
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I think that and to be honest with you, I don't even know if that we'll actually see her death in the movie.
Yeah.
Right,
because I think there's a lot of creative editing here.
Yeah, and it does. I mean, they've come so far with CG.
That's right.
And they show her standing on that.
Jason's full CG right now.
Oh, look at dude. He looks amazing.
He's not even here. He's actually back at his
quite
trailer.
fetching, sir.
Yes, thank you.
No, they've got her standing in front of the giant, I don't know, ice planet Hoth. Whoever knows what it could be. I mean, but I'm sure there's thousands and thousands upon trillions and millions of planets out there.
I'm looking at the phone. Eddie's actually calling right now. Medina.
Oh no!
Should we actually take?
Yeah, take the call.
I think we should take this real quick. We're gonna take the. You guys aren't gonna hear this.
Okay, here's the thing. He may be mad because I already told him because we got an argument.
So
about
Eddie,
this.
we're gonna take you live on the air, bud.
Jeez.
Yeah, the television put me ain't going through the switchboard, little.
We're gonna sit here.
Y'all, bootleg show. Can't even put my call through.
Do we have one from?
I can give you the number if he wants to call in.
You know what? Let's give the number out. Go ahead.
All right, that number is 469-708-8609. That number again, 469-708-8609.
All right, Eddie, call in, bud.
I got the number. That's not the problem here.
What?
Oh, easy there, Peter Brady.
What is the problem there?
That's not the problem there.
I'll try it again.
All right.
What? I mean,
Peter Brady. Oh my God. All right, Eddie, we're waiting on you,
It
man.
looks like we may actually spend the next half hour on this trailer.
We were supposed to do massive spoilers
for Blade Runner
2049.
We all went and saw this movie.
That's right.
Specifically
for
this
this
episode.
Eddie, you there, bud?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm calling. Is this the Rancor Pit live? Did I reach the Rancor Pit?
No, we're a better show. But thank you for calling in.
Premier talk show on all things Star Wars.
Did you call into horror?
You're trying to.
Did you call him the whore?
I'm sorry. Do you own part of Lucasfilm Ltd? I think this is free reign. We found this on YouTube, for God's sake.
I want to know, by the way, everyone listening, this is Eddie Medina of the Rancor Pit Live.
Oh my God, dude!
Shameless self-plug.
And Figment's Unexplained Mysteries podcast. Say, are y'all stealing our shtick? Are y'all talking about the Star Wars trailer and that's our job?
Oh my gosh, I just found out this just came out. But apparently the Rancor Pit is the only show in the world that talks Star Wars. Did you guys know that?
I wasn't aware of that.
The only show.
I didn't get the memo.
You know, Eddie, I would say
it actually is.
We're not actually talking about it. We're butchering it right now. So there's a very, very distinct difference.
Yeah, you have an entire show to sit there and, talk about it all day long.
That's right. I mean, we're trying to get into Blade Runner, which you guys are never going to touch.
Yeah. You're in fact, you're holding us up talking about how tasty those porgs are going to be.
Star Wars talk show.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about freaking 2 hour and 45 minute snore fest that y'all are going to waste your time on. That's the difference.
Episode
and
1, what now?
Jason, did you really rehash that lame porg on rice joke that you posted on my Facebook post?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
What have I told you about using recycled material?
Hold on. This was actually for Eddie.
Hold on.
Because
we not using recycled material? We're watching YouTube clips of stuff
recycled
material.
Screw you, man. I made that.
Oh, excellent job, sir.
Thank you.
Excellent job.
It's me and the marketers.
Yeah. Wait, did he just hang out?
Okay.
Oh, there he is. Good.
Seriously.
Serious question, though. Because I must have missed something. Sean, are you like now a normal cast member of the show?
I wouldn't say normal. But yeah,
regular.
Yeah.
Yes.
He is now an official co-host. He is the third nerd.
Okay, well, bravo on y'all for actually doing something right for a change.
Oh gosh, because we've watched all of the Rancor Pit episodes.
Yeah,
Eddie, I appreciate that. If you want to have me on your show to make it better, please, I will join you.
I would have you on my show, Sean. I do recall back in the Solution Star days when I actually asked you to be a guest on the Rancor Pit. You're like, no, that's not my
now wait a minute. In Sean's defense, he didn't like you.
Oh, jeez. No, I would say asking and getting together. You know what we should do? We should do this. Asking and saying should do is two completely different things. But hey, whatever you want to call it.
Well, he just needed his vodcast cherry popped, and we have done that for you. So, sir, he is ready and open to
quite viciously.
Viciously.
That's right. That was very Harvey of us.
How Weinstein.
Did you just admit to all three of your viewers that you popped his cherry?
I pull that out of my head.
That's also what he said.
Yes.
And three viewers is probably being generous at this point.
Hey, I will have you know there are 4 viewers now. That we're all here is real relevant to this subject, but we're coming up in the world, man.
Did you call in for any real reason?
Was it just to gripe and are you having a moment, bud?
It was really just to promote the Rancor Pit Live every first and third Sunday.
Okay, well,
at 10:30 Central on DallasOnAir.com.
All right,
and also promote Figment.
So to help you answer that, and we're just going to talk over them.
Next time, how about you whore yourself when you're actually in the studio, which is what, 2 weeks from now?
You know what would be good? A good show.
Yeah.
We're not going to have that here.
2 weeks from now, the next show, live at 11 p.m. or 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, we got rid of him, right? Okay, right. Good job, Zadie.
Thanks for calling in, Eddie. Always a pleasure. Miss you.
I'm so sorry that we're doing your job. I'm so sorry that we're doing your job better.
He mentioned us in hello, Eddie. Wait, Sean Walker's the Last Jedi Trailer was the best part of the suck ass show. Paco said, and Jason McLean. Okay, hold on, Eddie. I'm going to like this right now.
Thank you so much, Eddie, for
well done. Well done.
My gosh. Well
done, sir.
That's
you know what?
bad.
That's the first time you've been funny in 5 years. Okay, now.
Well, that's live from Eddie right now.
I'm done. You know what? I'm just going to sit here and watch YouTube for a while.
This show completely derailed so fast. And once again, Eddie, I leave it between you to have that done just so quickly where we're off topic already. It's
between him and what?
I'm not going to say the other thing at all. Okay. At all.
Okay.
So So today's main topic of this show,
which happens to be like the last 15 minutes of the
which
entire
was
hour.
not. Oh my gosh, we can derail a show fast.
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much.
What were we going to talk about?
I think we're going to talk about
Blade Runner.
your girlfriend.
Blade Runner. Eddie Medina?
No, your girlfriend, Ryan Gosling.
Oh my gosh, that is one sexy
is
man.
a beautiful
dude.
Those blue eyes.
Lost every time. It's like looking at Eddie Medina.
You know, the first time I saw The Notebook, I just
That's not where I got lost.
The first time you saw The
You like I said the first time?
You know what? Screw this. Let's talk about The Notebook.
The Notebook. Oh, man.
Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. The Notebook, Enchanted.
Shut up, Jason.
X-Men,
Just shut up now.
X-Men 3. Is there any movie that what's his face, the guy who played Cyclops?
James Marsden?
James Marsden. Is there any movie that James Marsden is actually going to get the girl? Because I mean, he's a great guy in every movie, particularly The Notebook, and it's like he never gets the girl.
Shut up for not going with that joke right now. So,
I didn't say it was a joke. I feel bad for the guy.
Hey, I'm looking up his filmography here. He does get the girl in 27 Dresses.
Oh,
really? Oh my God.
Yes, he gets Katherine Heigl.
So that's a loss either way. Right?
Yeah, that's a loss. That's
Whoa. Why is that
That's
a loss?
a whole bag of nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, just crazy. Dude, that's like...
You love nuts.
Well,
yes, I do.
Yes, he does.
He also played JFK in Lee Daniels' The Butler, so...
You can consider that a loss.
Well,
back and to the left.
The only...
Back and to the left.
Oh, by the way, Eddie Medina will actually be live in the show on November the 25th. So,
but here.
Yeah, here.
Oh, good. Well,
so he'll be.
So we're not planning crap for that day. We're just going to let that show flow.
Just have something.
No, there's no point.
Well, it'll be. Yeah, we could probably do something about Star Wars since clearly that's the only thing in the world he can talk about.
So on to the main topic.
Yeah, wait a minute, because he's texting right now. Bastards! I can't believe you guys hung up on me.
I can't see. I'm lightheaded now.
We love you, Eddie.
No, we don't.
Speak for yourself. Okay, hold on. Let's get serious for a second.
Because it's been that way since now, or since the show began.
Blade Runner 2049. Ryan Gosling. That's about all I got.
Harrison
It's 3 hours of awesome. If you really love Blade Runner,
Not according to Eddie.
if you don't love Blade Runner, it's 3 hours that you just are never going to get back.
Here's the thing with this movie. Loved. And you know what? We're going to do this real quick. Spoilers. For at least the next 5 to 10 minutes.
So if you don't want to sit through 2 hours and 49 minutes of Blade Runner, just keep listening.
Yeah.
And Eddie says he's canceling his appearance on the show.
All right, enough about Eddie. He's ruining the show. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. Spoilers.
Dude, what's not to like about this thing? And I will say it's not going to be for everyone.
Not at all.
It's not. It's a very thought-provoking movie where you can easily get lost. If I wasn't a fan, I could see people going, falling asleep. I really could.
Yeah, if you're not a fan of a Philip K. Dick's genre, that heady, cerebral mind F, where you've got to really examine human social interactions and the human being as itself. Because, there's so many vast facets to our nature. But that's what he examines. He does that and talks about it in this one in a technological sense and our connection to technology. Now, I know Philip K. Dick didn't write this one, but the way they managed to make it feel like he did was so amazing to me. I thought that was awesome.
That was the one thing that when I read the book, we've had this conversation more or less online. I think the movie was better than the book because the book had a lot of things they sort of left open. But the thing that was omitted from the original movie was that traditional question of they were trying to prove that they were human. And they were trying to prove that they were in the original book.
In the book.
Okay. Right. The movie sort of boiled it down to they wanted more life.
The movie boiled it down. Actually, I don't think they wanted more life at all. I think what they were wanting was a fuller existence in the short time they had. They're trying to understand humans. What the Nexus 6 was made without any emotion at all. They barely mimicked human emotion at best. So what they had to do was, it's the thing. You've created a life, albeit artificial, right? But you've created a life, and just like a life finds a way, life is going to try. It's going to. They see all of the humans wandering around, living these full lives. They know that they're made. They know they're replicants. They know they're not actually real.
But they want more.
But they want more, and they're curious about that. They want to learn. They're going to grow because they are growing. And
just the relationship between Gosling's character and the even more artificial
the
machine.
AI, that was fantastic. That's the most human interaction, I think, in the entire movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is between a replicant and an AI system.
That's right.
And admittedly, the most tender thing in that whole movie is VR sex between the AI and Gosling. And I'm like, that was so mind-blowingly weird, but
at the same time, it was sweet.
Like I said, it was tender.
It was very.
The rest, every other human in this movie is just a dirtbag, a pile of garbage.
Yeah, the lieutenant is very much, and it's not like the lieutenant. For as much crap as she's giving him throughout this movie,
right? She's not a bad person.
She's not a bad person, but she's also like, hey, you've done great without a soul so far. Why are you worried about it? But then moments later, she's even having that moment of, hey, if I finish this bottle,
what's going to happen?
What's going to happen? Where you obviously know she's like, you know what? I'm going to try this for a change.
Well,
and he has the most human response. Don't you want me to start this investigation?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a very much a human response to her come-ons, because at the same time he was like, I'm in a weird way, I'm already in a relationship. I do not want to cheat on this AI program, and that's who I love.
Yeah,
it was a really weird moment in it where it was like he's more human than her.
More human than human.
Yeah.
And
there you go.
Nice pull, by the way.
Well,
that's what she said.
He set it up. Yeah, it's perfect. And
don't you think that's what Eddie said?
That's what Eddie said.
To continue real fast on that little topic, I read a neat quote from I have no idea who the guy is other than his name's Brad Stone. I guess he writes for Bloomberg, but he had a little quote about that where he says, in regards to the pieces of technology, the replicants, the AI, everybody, everything involved in the movie, even the adverts, flying over the city and being walking through the middle of this city, and humans' responses to that. He said, quoting Brad Stone, BloombergTech.com, whatever, "Technology hasn't robbed humanity of its soul. We did that to ourselves."
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that was his quote. Is really cool, and I really think it does capture what a good portion of this movie is about.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It is the dehumanization of mankind.
Exactly.
And in that dehumanization, we create something that looks like us, and it wants to be us, and it becomes more, in many ways, is more human than us.
Right.
Because they are trying to become their better selves, whereas we've rejected it.
And just in the first 5 minutes where Bautista's telling me, he was like, you know why? Because you've never witnessed a miracle.
Yeah, and so he didn't understand it. Yeah.
And it was true, and it was one of those things where it was, again, the main replicants shown in this flick are, like you said, they're more human than human, all the way to us getting to Deckard, at the end, where he's like, hey, look, the greatest love there is knowing when to let that person go for their own safety.
Right.
And so they're sitting here and learning, and yet all the human, quote unquote, human characters that we're looking at, they're soulless, all the way from Jared Leto's character,
who openly kills something
he just created.
He just created, and it's like, there's no real rhyme or reason to it. It's because he views them as disposable.
Well,
that's really, I think, the true dehumanization is the creation of this slave labor, and it's because by denying their humanity, he rejects his own.
Right. Well, he assumes a god role.
Yeah,
he becomes a god.
Yeah, that's why he calls her angel.
Yeah, he calls them all angels.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
There's another angel born.
And what do you do when you come to heaven?
Right.
Like that's his whole stance.
And when you assume that complex, when you become nihilist, basically, and you're all in yourself, and you just believe you're a god, you lose your humanity. You do, like you said, very well put. And it's also you're above everyone else. Nothing matters. You are the only one. You make these choices. You make these decisions.
Well, because
we never
do that. We never do that as a society.
No, never. Of course not. Why would we do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's literally probably one of the most human movies I've seen in the past couple of years.
Can Jared Leto get any more screen time?
No.
Between this and Suicide Squad, he's in like 5-10 minutes. I mean, more than that max
Look,
of the whole thing.
If I was making his money, that's fine. If
Oh,
that's
I
all, if
know.
that's all you want me
Don't
there
get me wrong.
for.
This I liked his portrayal of both. I loved his. I did like his take on the Joker.
Yeah.
It was fresh and new. And it's cool, and he did a good job because you can't try to be Heath Ledger because Heath Ledger killed it.
Ha!
Sorry.
Wow.
Anyways, pun not intended. But he did a really good job as I forget his name all of a sudden, but how he inherited the Tyrell Corporation and started producing all this stuff. He did a fantastic job of that. Just evil the whole way through.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And menacing.
Literally the most soulless person in the entire movie.
Probably, yeah.
And,
and his favorite creation mimicked that very well.
Which I think that she was very interesting.
Yeah.
I wrote it down just to make sure. So she had like this weird, crazy daddy worship complex.
Absolutely.
Where you could see she was particularly pained every single time he did something against another replicant. You could see it hurt her. She cried every time.
Yeah.
But she still couldn't stop herself from trying to be what he wanted her to be. And going out and actually carrying out these horrific tasks of killing these other replicants and just being as soulless as he was. But she was super fascinating. I mean, her line, the whole "I'm the best one," right there at the end. I was like, "Oh, geez, that's rough, girl. That is rough."
Someone's about 2 days away from being on a pole.
I think she was building her own club, dude. I don't think she was on a pole, man. That was entirely different. Like she had her own harem. She was running them. Like it was rough, But it was amazing. And that is another little cool insight into the human psyche or the replicant psyche, as it were, showing that even though that she's a replicant, she desires this recognition from who she considers a father.
It's a very human relationship.
It is a very human relationship, and it was amazing. Just super amazing.
Yeah. Which is why she was also always tearing up, because she did. She wanted that. She wanted to be told. I mean, not just herself, but she wanted him to tell her, I am your greatest creation.
Right.
Like, I'm your greatest creation.
Right.
And because he had no soul,
he was never
going to tell her.
Never going to acknowledge it.
So it was. Yeah, it just fit in nice.
Because he just saw her as disposable. She was just a thing.
Well, yeah, it's a psychologically abusive relationship. He favors her, keeps her around all the time, treats her still like a piece of hardware, a replicant. But at the same time, when he treats her that way, she sees that she's the best one around him all the time. She's the only one he hangs on to. So she develops that psycho complex of almost what's Stockholm syndrome kind of thing, where
very much so.
You worship your captor kind of deal. It was really interesting.
Whereas in Gosling's character is very much coming to terms with what it's like to want, what it's like to love and feel, because even towards the end, where he, she tells him, the most human thing we can do is die for a cause.
Yes, right after
that.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Right after she reveals to him, and this was my favorite part in the movie, was his reaction to this.
Yeah.
When she said, she tells him that they're hiding away the birth, the replicant who was birthed from another replicant, created outside of any factory.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there already, but his head just drops, and you see his shoulders slump, and it was this amazing, no words spoken, no tears, no nothing, but he carried it so well played. And she says, "Oh, you thought it was you," and she's generally upset for him, but at the same time, she's like, "Honey, we all wish it could be us," and and I love that when she's like, "We all wish it could be us,"
which is why we got to continue to
and
fight.
that scene was the best. I love that.
Yeah, it broke him down.
That's probably my favorite scene in the movie.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I would agree with that.
It reflected a lot of what we saw in the trailers or those viral videos, right? Yeah. Particularly the animated one with the guy who did
Shinichiro Watanabe.
Yeah, a lot of that theme was carried through that, and I think that is very much the heart of this. Is this
which
idea
is do we have a soul? No, but we want to.
I would, after seeing that Watanabe short, I want him to get the
Yes.
rights to do
A full
a
length. Yeah.
Blade Runner series,
Yeah.
a 2-season, just short run of like 30 minutes, like Cowboy Bebop. Dude, I would love.
You know
To
what?
see
I would
that.
love to continue this talk, but thanks to some jerk who called in on some other show, I'm not even going to say it is.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He's absolutely killed our timing today.
He has. Okay, so
yeah, we take no responsibility for ourselves doing
Not
that.
absolutely
not. Not at all.
All right, so 2049. If you love the original, go see it.
Go
You probably
see it.
already have, but if you haven't, go see it. It's wonderful. If you
It's great.
didn't like it, it's probably not your cup of tea.
Great exposition.
And
But
if you
it
didn't
is
like it and
artwork.
stuck around for the spoilers,
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
have to see it.
Great
So-
exposition on,
Exactly.
on humanity, though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
it's
artwork
fantastic,
and
lovely.
yeah, I have a whole thing about the visuals I didn't get a chance to get to, but
Not even- I'm not
we
even
are
gonna
down
score.
to our last 4 questions.
Yeah, you got the 4 questions?
Yes, sir. I do have the questions.
There we go.
Ziggy Board Wonder, put that wonderful clock on the screen.
No.
All right. All right, here we go. Ray, the first question is not for you.
Okay.
Jason,
Yes,
what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
I believe it is 16 miles an hour.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Ray, if anyone asks if you're a god, what do you do?
You tell them yes.
Fantastic. Jason, back
Yes.
to you. Do you care that an older version of the game Trivial Pursuit misspelled Hugh Jackman's last name on a question about the movie Australia?
More than anything in this world.
That's what I thought you'd say.
Well, he's,
Ray, provocative sandals, are they a problem?
Ooh, I've got like a minute 15 to answer this question here. What kind of sandals again?
Provocative, sir. Provocative.
Okay. Where are we at when they happen?
Like The Office or just in
Yeah, The
general?
Office, I
In
mean,
general,
around the
are
beach.
they becoming a problem in society today?
Gosh, it's hard to say. I mean, they're not Crocs. Right?
No,
So that's
no.
a good thing.
Well, Crocs could never be provocative.
It's footwear.
Procrocative?
Provocative.
Oh.
There we go. It's provocative.
Do you have your own drop for that one?
I'm going to go with the answer of 42.
That is always the correct answer.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. That is always the correct answer. And those are your 4 questions for today.
Look at that.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Well, I think that's all the time we have for today.
Oh, real fast.
Or not.
Well, we were talking so much about movies today. If no one has checked this out, there's a site called fathomevents.com. They show older movies and underground flicks
Yes.
and anime and stuff for you to go check out. This weekend. So tomorrow they have Princess Bride, which
classic,
beautiful movie. Everybody loves that. Then they're doing a Samurai Jack movie premiere, which Gendy Tartakovsky came back and did a Samurai Jack movie. That's on Monday.
Okay,
it's
like
a movie.
It's a movie.
It is the movie premiere for Samurai.
Is it
Jack.
outside of the normal continuity, or
I
do we
don't
know?
know. I don't know much about
have
it.
to
I
watch
just
that.
know that it's there.
Okay.
So I figured you'd probably like that one.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're also doing.
didn't hear about that.
They're doing a. I totally blanked on it, but they're doing not Miyazaki. Is it Miyazaki?
Yeah.
It is Miyazaki.
Yeah.
They're doing a Miyazaki, a Studio Ghibli fest.
Right.
So they're doing Spirited Away on the 29th, the 30th, and the 1st, and they're also doing Howl's Moving Castle November 26th, 27th, 29th, and they're doing Little Shop of Horrors on the 29th and the 30th of this month, which is fantastic.
Miyazaki didn't do that last
No,
week.
no,
Just
but
for
I
the
love,
record.
but for Halloween, Little Shop of
yeah,
Horrors.
yeah,
is beautiful.
absolutely.
And we are talking about the 80s version.
Oh yeah, Rick Moranis all the way, man.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
I want to be a dentist.
fathomevents.com. They do much more than just dorky childhood movies that we love, and also anime. They also do a bunch of other stuff. Check them out.
Scooby, we got anything left?
We're out of time, so no. Hey, that's great, everyone. Have a good time. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Skinner.